Okay, I bought 5 watches yesterday, and they've come in. So I've got three packages here, which I'm going to quickly open, and I've got 2 other watches which I've already opened because they needed to be checked pretty quickly. So I'm going to show you. Well, I'm going to open these, show you what they are, and then I need to get into a bit of a talking point which has been on my mind. Let's open these. Here are the 2 watches that I mentioned that I had to check, which I'll show you in a sec. Right, let me dig into these. First watch, second watch, and the third watch. It's interesting that I've got these watches in stock actually, because the point that I want to make after I've quickly shown you these refers to these 3 watches in particular. So, like I said, I'm glad that I've got these in because it will make my example land a little bit easier, I think. There we go. Wonderful. Right, so first watch is a 2024 Batgirl. Had and sold many of these in the last month or 2. Very, very popular at the moment, and yeah, I don't think you can go wrong with the GMT Batgirl. Another watch which, God, I'm selling a lot of these as well, to be fair. This is a sub date. Selling a lot of sub dates, selling a lot of sub no dates. 2024, it's a full set, so that is also available now. I thought it'd be good to stock these kind of watches just because they're selling so well. And I've also got an Oyster Sprite GMT. Again, another very popular model, very popular watch at the moment. Most people prefer the Jubilee, I would say. But they're the 3 there. I've also got here, bought this from a dealer. This is another sub date, 2024, just because it was quite a good price. And like I said, I do really well with sub dates. So that's that. And then this one is the 5th watch that I bought yesterday, and I will show you that one as a contrast to these 4 watches. And this is a watch that is going to help me think in a different light and in a different way moving forward, I hope. So let me put everything away, and we'll get to the main part of this video. So I'm going to get into something now, and I want to make it very clear that I don't want to come across like I'm complaining or that I'm taking what I have for granted, because I don't. I'm actually very, very happy and very proud of actually what I've been able to accomplish in the first 3 years of my business. But I knew I was getting this watch right here in stock, and so over the last maybe 3 or 4 days, it really got me thinking about my business and how I should approach my brand if I want to grow it. How do I grow and scale my business? And I know that there are things that I can be doing to get more sales, right? I know that I can make my brand more recognizable by upping the content, doing more here, doing more of this. And what I understand is that, I've focused quite heavily on the sports Rolex stuff, which you see right here, maybe 10 to 25k, and it's done me very, very well, and it contributes to a large portion of my revenue and my profits in the business. But it's made me think as well, like, maybe I should pivot a little bit and become a little bit more niche, and maybe think about the watches that I'm selling to more of a smaller audience, attract an audience that can afford maybe to buy the 50 to 150k watches. And I think what I've concluded by mulling this over maybe for the last half a week is that I cannot ignore what has got me to this point. I recognise that it's done very, very well, and I also understand that all watch businesses, no matter how niche and how many RMs and Pateks a business will sell, they always have to have this underlying flow of the popular stuff, because that's what most people, that's probably what 95% of people want. It's just that other 5%, whatever it may be, of people that do want the watches that are of a higher value and of a more rare nature, which is what this watch right here is, which I'll open this now to show you. It is a Rolex, as you probably know, and it is more niche, it is harder to get, it is more expensive, and less people will want to buy this watch. So it's kind of goes with what I'm trying to say. This watch is very different to these. So let's open it up. This is a Day Date 40 yellow gold, and it's the new green ombre dial, which came out earlier this year. Very difficult to get. This is the 2nd time I've had this now, and it's beautiful, it's very heavy, it's solid gold, and it is more niche. Not everyone wants a watch like this. Sadly, not everyone can afford a watch like this. And that's kind of the point. How am I gonna operate and create a new point of view for a very specific audience to look at my business and perceive the business in a way in which they trust me to help them find a watch like this or to sell them a watch like this. And then beyond Rolex, obviously I'm thinking Patek, Nautilus, Aquanaut, some rarer APs as well. Some Royal Oaks, and don't get me wrong, I've sold watches over £100,000 before. It's just a lot more of a irregular occurrence. But my point is, when I want to, when I talk about scaling my business, I want to scale it by making it more frequent, making it a staple of my business that I sell these kinds of watches to you guys. So I know there's a lot to do, and I know that just by being in the business for longer will help with that. I'm not ignorant to the fact that I'm only 3 years in. I'm a baby in comparison to other people. This month I've done great. I've sold 27 watches in the first 10 days of October, and that is mind-blowing for me. It's incredible. It's funny though, because while I'm so excited and I'm buzzing for myself, I spoke to another dealer last night who I respect and really like. He was like, "Oh, I've sold 53 watches in the first week," and I was just like, that is insane. So I know there's a long way to go. Yeah, I'm happy. I'm pretty satisfied with where I am, but I know that there's other places to go. I just think when I get more watches like this and some of the rarer Pateks that I do get from time to time, I think I need to be a little bit more deliberate and give those watches a little bit more airtime, put them in the limelight a little bit more, and advertise them as if it is, like I said, a staple of my business. And I think over time, people's perceptions will change. When I first started this business, I'm sure people's perceptions of me and my business were very different to what they are now. I would like to hope so, for sure. But that's kind of what's been on my mind. I don't know if you guys have any thought. In my head, I think I just have to prove it by actually putting in the work and actually stocking these kind of watches. And over time, I'll become known as a guy that, I'll be known as Watch Life will be known as a business that sells these kind of watches. So there you go. And then I'll be getting messages and emails every day with people asking me for Pateks and all that kind of stuff. Look, if nothing changes, I'm still happy. I'm still incredibly grateful for the position that I'm in. But yeah, that's my that's been my thoughts of the week. But as I always say, if you want to watch, if you're looking for a watch, please do check out Watch Life, and I'll be happy to speak to you. So I have a couple here, so I need to take this one to Hatton Garden. I've got a sub no date which has sold and needs to go to Hatton Garden. I also have a Datejust 41 champagne dial, so the fluted and Jubilee bracelet, and this is 41mm unworn 2021. This is sold. Again, I need to take that to Hatton Garden to someone that's purchased this. This is contributing to many of my sales. This is the GMT Bruce Wayne, the black and grey, and this is the Jubilee one. This has just come into stock. This is available if you guys are looking for a Bruce Wayne. You can have this one right here. This is 2024 full set. I'm selling lots of watches and buying lots of watches, and that is all because of you guys, and I really don't want it to stop here. I want to keep giving you guys amazing deals, and I want to keep buying watches from you. So if you are looking to sell a watch, please get in touch however you would like. I'm sure there'll be some sort of direction in the description below. And if you're looking to buy a watch as well, please do get in touch. To support the channel, please give it a like. If you do like the channel as well and you're not subscribed, please do click that subscribe button, because I'm going to be releasing a lot of content for the rest of the year. I need to get the tube, and I'll see you in Hatton Garden. Just got into Hatton Garden now. I'm meeting another dealer in Hatton Garden who I very much like and see quite often in Hatton Garden. This is where I am right now. So I'm giving him a Datejust 41 champagne dial. It's steel in yellow gold, and it's a 2021 full set. Just one that I wanted to get out pretty quickly because I got it on a Patek deal. So yeah, here we are. It's surprisingly still quite sunny in London for October, but a lot of work being done behind. Anyway, I'm about to drop off the Bruce Wayne. I need to see a client for that, and it's a Patek deal, so I will let you know what I get on the Patek for that. But yeah, good start to the week. So I've
just done the deal with another guy, a client who he got a GMT Bruce Wayne off me, a 2024 on Jubilee on one full set, and he gave me in part exchange a bimetal root beer 2024. So I have a 2024 root beer available, and I also have a couple of 2022s if you're looking for one that is pretty much the same but a little bit older and a little bit cheaper. I have two 2022s. So yeah, I've done a few deals today, feeling good.